Death of Cecil the lion has the world talking and one organization blasting the dentist for the brutal hunt. Joining us now with reaction, Liam Cronin with PETA. Welcome to our show. We know you have a lot to say about the hunt. First of all, I saw a release where you say hunting is a coward's pastime.
Absolutely. You can't really call it a sport if you're shooting an innocent animal who is usually unaware that you're there with a high-powered rifle. These hunters are never in any real danger. They're shooting an animal who doesn't understand the situation, and they're usually decapitating the animal and putting the head on their wall to impress their buddies.
Well, but here in Michigan, you understand Michigan, this is a hunter state, and hunting deer, for instance, is almost it's almost a pastime here.
Yeah, I'm actually from Ohio. Don't cut me off. But I do understand the culture. But we're past the point of needing to hunt animals either for food or even for population control. I mean, to get into a more specific point about hunting in the United States, it's often used as a defense from hunters that they're hunting for conservation or hunting for population control. But it's actually the opposite. These hunting seasons are actually the most dangerous time to drive a car on the road when it comes to deer collisions. And then after hunting season, there are fewer animals, more resources, and then people are surprised why the birth rate skyrockets for springtime.
Liam,
this is a cycle that is actually exacerbated by the hunting.
Let me ask you a question here. There are a lot of people all around the country who have been outraged by the killing of this lion. But a lot of people think that PETA's co-founder and president Ingrid Newkirk took it a little bit too far when she said, if this is the case with what happened here, that this man needs to be extradited, charged, and preferably hanged. Doesn't that cross the line?
I think that we have a right to be angry about this. I mean, shouldn't he be able to face the ramifications of his actions? I mean, if you want to get into, I mean, this is the equivalent of saying that someone should be taken outside and shot. We're very angry about this, as are people around the country. But the real point of this is that this has highlighted that people do have a real empathy for animals, and it's only growing every single year. We hear about these stories. I feel like every 6 months we hear another story about an American who goes to Africa and shoots a beloved animal, and that's only a matter of time before that extends. And by the way, these hunting licenses, they're on the way down. This is a quote-unquote sport that is on the way out.
Now, what is PETA doing to try to put an end to this kind of thing that you say just has to stop happening?
Well, we're really hoping to get progress with the item that was mentioned in your report about banning the import of these carcasses and heads from Africa to the United States to stop so many Americans from going across the ocean simply to shoot animals. We believe that by putting our efforts there, we can really put a stop to this trophy hunting pastime.
You know, the hunter in this case said that he had no idea that that lion was protected, that he depended on his guides, who he had paid $50,000 for this hunt. What do you make of that?
It's really easy for him to plead innocence, but let's be clear. The lion had to be lured off of protected land. I find it very difficult to believe that someone who was helping to lure a lion off of a certain set of property would not know that the lion needed to be off that property before the lion was shot. Also, the collar was around the lion's neck and then was attempted to be destroyed once the lion was shot after stumbling around for 40 hours with an arrow through him. So we find it very difficult to believe that he had no idea that this lion was protected.
Liam Cronin with PETA, we do thank you for your time today, and I'm sure we have not heard the last of what happened here to Cecil the lion. Thank you for your time.
Great. Thank you both so much.